And we're live, even if a little bit late. Ignore the fact that I've like pushed the stream time back half an hour across the last, well, half hour. Anyways, hello all, hello world. This is day 221 of studying compilers every day and studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Yeah, last time we did more reading about value numbering. We kind of figured out what we were supposed to do for like the hash implementation. So this time I think we're gonna try and implement it. Yeah, it should be a pretty good time. Yeah. So if we go to our transforms, we have this nice little GVN thing. What I want to do is I want to make two GVN passes. One of them will be like the hash based one and the other one will be the partition based one, because I think it'd be interesting to learn about both, and both have like different advantages over the other. So yeah, we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna figure out how to like structure it, and it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Also, something I was thinking about is like if we wanted to split up inst combine into like different passes as well. Yeah. There's some like interesting stuff we could do here. Yeah, something I was thinking about is literally just like we like tried to make these like separate passes at one point and it didn't really work, but I'm kind of curious if we can just like kind of do that again and just like store the different passes inside like the big inst combine pass. It might be interesting, it might not be. We'll see how it ends up working, but that's not the focus for now. For now we're just focused on GVN, so we're gonna give it a shot. Yeah, so I posted in my Discord last time. We have a big our big hash based reference here. So this is like how we're going to be implementing it. I'm going to have this up on my second monitor, but it won't be up on like the primary monitor, at least. It'll just be up on the side. Although actually, maybe if I just open this. Yeah, okay, we could have that. What's a Fire Emblem? Thank you for being an inspiration to me. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here as well, because obviously streaming would be a lot less enjoyable for me if it was just me yapping to myself. Okay, let's give this a shot. So, where am I? I'm here. Also, I should probably open up the PDF again. Let's see, where does this live? Here it is. Okay. So we're doing hash based right now. Let me drink my water. Okay. So let's get into it. So I guess we could kind of just like try to one-shot it off of this though. Aspire to stay consistent with all I do like you are. I appreciate it. I think it's important to take breaks every now and then, especially when you're like feeling a little bit burnt out, or like if you're just like generally a little bit tired. Like it's important to be ambitious, but it's also important to like at least be somewhat balanced with it. In terms of compiler stuff, if you've like seen my recommendations, I think that'd probably be a really good place to start, at least. Okay, let's figure out how to do this. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna need to like traverse this like in some way. How do we set up like traversals again? I think we did something like that in mem2reg. Or we have like utils traversal. Yeah, okay. So we can do like, oh man. I think we should implement this like dvnt function. Yeah, so we'll do that real quick. I think that's a good first step. So we should do, oh man. Let's do like void dvnt, and then we take mr basic block star basic block. We'll do that. And then let's paste this down here somewhere. Also, is this the correct order in the header that I wanted? No, definitely not. Yeah, okay. So let's fix that as well real quick. Let's do that. Actually, when we register, do we want that? How do we want to format this? How do we want to be consistent? I guess we could put it below. I think it's, but it's like a helper for this, so like it feels wrong. I don't know. Let's fix this formatting as well, I think. So we have that, we have that, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we want this to go like here then. Yeah, so we'll implement it like that, and that should be clean enough. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh man, this is scary. I think we necessarily insert the fees at the start, so we could probably just like iterate through it. I don't think it's like a hard-coded constraint, so maybe we should just like, we should be careful with it. I guess they should be at the start anyways if we're like constructing it correctly. So I think we should try to preserve that. So we can do make this out of order fee safe. Yeah, we'll do that, I guess. So hi in basic block get instructions. We can do something there. Is this a ref? Yeah. Because that's a unique pointer. Okay. So we want a dynamic cast fee. It's dynamic cast to mr fee or instruction fee star. Yeah, we can do that. And then if it's a fee, then we can, oh Jesus. We can do something with this. We need to figure out redundant / meaningless. Okay. We'll worry about this in a second. Meaningless or redundant map, or insert into map. Else number and add. Wait, what? Into n? Wait. Oh, I see. Okay. So we should, if it's meaningless or redundant, then we map to equivalent, I guess. Insert and number, I guess. Make new value number. Insert, I guess. We'll do that, I think. I think that's how I want to structure it. Over here, let's see, what other instructions do we have at least? We have binary op. So we can actually just yoink that line. We can do that. Binary op, we can do that. Maybe we should, I kind of want to pull out i.get I don't know what my standard for that is though. We might do it in some places, we might not. We definitely did it like, I think, what is a good place to look for that? Probably, surely Inst Combine, right? Surely we did like some stuff here. So instructions. Oh, I see, we have iterator. Right, because we do replacement at the end. Right. So this should be fine then, in theory. Yeah. We should try to do the git thing. And let's just do that maybe. Yeah, we can do that. That cleans it up a little bit. Okay, so then if bin up, then we want to do something here. What other types of instructions do we have? We have calls. I don't think we can number those because those might have side effects. Allocate, I don't think we should. Load, I don't think we should. Store, we shouldn't. Fees, we already handled. Parallel copy should not exist at this point. And everything else doesn't really make sense. So I think we could kind of just do this, and this should be sufficient. Yeah. Maybe in the future we might do like intrinsics once we implement them, but I'm not sure what that'll look like. It might be interesting. Yeah. So let's give this a shot. So I want to replace operands. We can't overwrite it though, right? What did the paper say about what's it called? The unified hash table. What's up, Bundle? How many interviews have you already done for compilers roles? Honestly, not a lot because this upcoming summer I have an internship. So in that sense, I've like not really been recruiting for full time, but I'm gonna be starting that fairly soon at least. So I'll keep you updated at least. Yeah, most of this has just been like skills building though, so that's kind of my life at least. Okay. Replacements cannot be performed online. Okay, so that also means that has implications for like this thing. This like overwrite thing. We can't overwrite. Maybe we need to like make a new expression. That's like really awkward at least. I don't really like it. Yeah, that's kind of gross actually. We might just have to like, I think this goes back to like the hashing thing. Yeah. There's not a great way to do this, at least. How difficult do you find going through resources like those papers? It's like fine. I think I just have to like do a lot of translation on the fly, which is like admittedly part of the learning at least, but it feels a little bit like an engineering task, which is kind of the fun part of writing code. I think we should make 2 hash maps. I think one of them should be like, or actually, yeah, how do we want to map this? We need like a second layer of indirection, right? Because it's like, I guess I could draw this out. at least what I'm thinking. Where is my paint done at? There it is. So we want like one map at least. So this one is like the required map. So we go from like a variable, or let's just go like here, and then we can insert the other one here. We have like a instruction, and then we want like I guess canonicalized or like numbered version of instruction. Like value, I guess. Maybe this should just be like val. So we at least want like some sort of mapping here, but then the question is like, how do we actually like make this work? If we have like two instructions that are like identical construction, like how do we like do this mapping? So I think we want like another layer of indirection somewhere here, which is like a value number. And then we have like one mapping from a value to its value number and another from a value number to like an equivalent value. I think that's like the least awful way to do it, but I think we kind of just got to deal with it. It's a little bit scary, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. So let's do like, we can kind of just like hand wave it for now, and then we can figure out the concrete implementation later. We want to make the equivalent expression somehow. If found map to equivalent, else insert new value number. Yeah, so we want to do that. So after all of that, so then we've walked all the instructions, and then we want to walk the successors. So we want basic block, successors, this is basic block edges, unique edges. And then we want to adjust fee inputs. Yeah, so we want to do that. We want to do like replacement there, I think. Yeah, we want to do dot here. And then, so we want child in DT. Oh, we need the children in the dominator tree. Why don't I have a thing for this? That's really annoying. How do we do that? Yeah, we're gonna need to update our dominator tree then. Get children of basic block, at least. That's how we want to implement it. Then we went to dvnt of, I guess, child. This should be a putter, so that should be good. Right, and then that should be good. And then we do all the replacement at the end. So what does dvnt stand for again? Dominator value numbering. Wait. Where did it go? Technique, okay. Okay, so this should just be the numbering, and then we do like the replacement after, I think. I think that is how it's supposed to be done, at least with like this type of hash setup. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do from here? Let's implement the dominator tree get children thing, because we need that. Save those, and then we could do this. Is this actually just, is that just the get children implementation? Wait. Wait a second. Where's the tree? Oh, okay. So just immediate dominates. Okay. So I need to change this name. This is like really stupid, actually. Yeah, let's rename that. Right? What is this? Yeah, okay. Let's just rename it like that. Actually, I don't even know if that name is that wrong though. We'll just use that for now. I'm lazy. Okay. We have those in Harpoon still. Let's get rid of those. Okay. So we want... I can do that. That should be correct at least. Well, I'm actually not sure if we construct it in that way. I don't remember documenting enough of this, so we're gonna need to check this. Each pair. Okay, yeah. So it is immediate, which is good. So we can just do that. I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, now we can... Let's add a commit real quick. Actually, let's just do star mem to reg. Update header function order for formatting. Build out GVN hash version or... Okay. Now we gotta figure out what to do here. This is scary. This is really scary. We can read through this at least. So fees require special treatment. You must have previously assigned value numbers to all of the inputs. Yeah, okay. How do we skip that? And then we can decide if eliminatable. Okay. So we should also check if, like, if there are back edges, right? Wait. Wait, what? Oh, man. Reversibly, reverse post order. Okay. Meaningless, we can definitely just replace, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. How do we want to map this, though? How do we want to design the data structures? I think we do want two maps. But how do we want to set this up? We definitely want a value number to, like, value number to a value somewhere. So we should do that. Let's add that somewhere here. I'm gonna unordered map from Let's just do like, we could do a literal value number. So that to a value star, num to value, I guess. And then we want some sort of a map, which is not going to make me very happy. Oh man. Do we want like value type? And then, oh man. Oh. This is a little ridiculous. How do we hash this? Okay, let's look this up. GVN hashing. Recursive hashing. Rolling hash, that's what it is. Right? That's really annoying. There's gotta be a better way for this. I think this is probably it. Structure hashing? What is happening here? Oh, we're using strings? Ugh, yuck. Oh, we can do bits. Okay, that might be funny. We could definitely do that. I think that might be fun. Okay. How do we want to encode this though? This is gonna be so ugly if we do it that way. I'm kind of scared. Let's see what LLVM's docs say for this. Let's see, what is happening here? Is this the, okay, this is new GVN. So this is also partition based, it looks like. Yeah, I want to implement this eventually, but it scares me. So we're gonna do that later. Herm. Hash. That's not helpful. I'll see ya. Ugh. What the hell? What if I just like hashed the toString? Or like made some sort of a gross thing with that? Oh man. Hashing is hard. Hashing is very difficult. Okay. Structure hashing? Is this the same? That's the same link. What is happening here? Oh god. Why is it so slow? Oh man. Okay. That's great. Okay. How is this usually done? How do you like combine hashes? I've heard of XOR. But I don't think this is enough of a guarantee. I think you'd need to do a stronger guarantee. At least if we're XORing multiple things. It should not be symmetric as well. Oh god. Yeah, this is not great. This is not great. So m times a hash plus the other hash. Yeah, how do we even want to combine things for the hash, right? So many design decisions. This is like one of the big challenges of this. I don't know how I want to do this. We definitely want value to num. And we want something. So mr value star to like. I don't think it will be this simple, unfortunately. Yeah. How do we even like implement a proper hash for this? What is here? There is an implementation? Oh yeah, I'm gonna read this eventually, I think. Yeah, let's look at this. This is our other. This is the one that like we were looking at least before. Yeah, okay. The following value name is a save variable name. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We might do it that way. We might not. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we could try to do it the simple way first, and then we can optimize it at some other point. I kind of want to just like do it the better way though first. All that changes is just like how we do this, right? At least if we look back here with this unified hash table thing. Okay. No hash table entries are removed when using a unified table. Yeah, so we cannot immediately remove things, which makes sense. So then, yeah, we need a second pass, which should be nice. Yeah, let's give it a try. I think this might be interesting. Let's see what we can do with it. So I kind of like this pseudocode. I think this is kind of what we're doing. So we set value numbers. Oh man. Yeah, I also don't know how we're gonna do this as well. That kind of scares me a little bit. What's up, Fortnite Gamer? Yeah, genuinely, how do we, I guess, do this properly? How do we value number this? I guess if we're getting value numbers for the operands, we can just like... This is really awkward. We could make like one map for like fees and one map for binary ops. We might do that. I think that might be the least awful way to do this. Oh man. I'm really scared. I'm really scared of this. I also think there might be like an interesting uniqueness thing that happens, but we'll figure that out. So we want like next num, I guess. We can do that. And then hopefully we don't run out of numbers there. So we want what? Fee to num, and then we want bin op to num. And then we probably want like more. Oh man. Yeah, I think the only other numberable things are like literally values, right? Or just like numbers. Like literally numbers. Yeah. This is such a headache. What are we even numbering here? Value numbers for each operand. This is difficult. I can't give a person a break after one pet dies. Damn. Another. That is very unfortunate. I'm sorry. And scoliosis. Damn. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, I don't even know how to map this. I'm sorry if I like. At the end of the day, I don't think I'm like particularly like as a streamer. I don't think my role is necessarily supposed to be like support, so I'm not really like. I can't really comment too much on that. Yeah, that does suck. But I hope you also have like other people that you can talk with about this as well. Yeah, this is actually like kind of difficult. This is kind of difficult to, I guess, implement. Where is their implementation of this? Surely they've put it somewhere, right? Oh, I should implement FizzBuzz as a test. That might be fun. Yeah, these might be fun. These might be fun benchmarks. Let me write that down before I forget. What the hell is on this sticky note? I see. Grad stuff. Where'd my pen go? There it is. Okay. Do they have their implementation anywhere? I hope they do. That might be helpful to look at least. It doesn't look like they do. That's unlucky. Yeah, I guess we'll figure this out as we go. We definitely want like this like num to val thing. I don't really know what to do with it though. We also want a constructor as well because we need to initialize next num. Yeah, so let's do that real quick. Next num gets 0. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. So then if... we can just do like... So if it's meaningless, then we should just like... yeah, I guess either way we're doing a mapping, right? So we want... How do we define meaningless? I also think we want to like skip processing fees at some point, right? Hash GVN unified hash table. This is so annoying. Maybe we shouldn't do it that way. Is there even like a performance improvement there? I guess this matters for like the partial thing, right? Yeah, partial redundancy elimination. Oh man. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I wanna do this. I really want to implement that. I don't even know how I'd go about implementing this. How do we hash these? Surely this is something explained earlier, right? Provably equal. Okay, wait. 2 arrays. So variable names to value numbers, and then value numbers to variable names. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's simple enough at least. We could think about that. Uh... Where's like, is there like a hash explanation? Ugh. God damn it. I guess we could have like a default expr hash, right? We just need to modify the hash specifically for like specifically for binary ops at least. And just pray there's no collision. How do we feel about entering the GCC mines on Monday? I'm a little bit scared. I don't even know if like there will be any interesting compiler stuff to do, or if I'll just be like doing like quant work, which is also like fine, by the way. But like, yeah, we'll see how all that goes. It's gonna be a good time though, ideally. Made some progress and got a mod for Minecraft Neoforge 26.1.2. Hell yeah. That's nice. What is the hashing scheme here? I still don't understand the hashing scheme we want to generate. Trade? I mean, like, I just want to make code go fast. Low-key, I do not care a lot about, like, finance. I just want to make code fast. And I think that is a pretty good place to make code fast. What's happening here? Yeah, I saw. What is the hashing scheme? What is the hashing scheme that they like encourage for this? Try for similar? Yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable place to end up. I think it's like particularly ripe for hardware as well, right? So if you wanted to like get into that side of it, I think that would be a great place to go. Buvan ends at IMC? Yeah, I could see that. I very much could see that happening. Maybe I should make like a utilities library. That might be funny. Is it possible to like combine 3 hashes? Are you applying to places already? I'm in like cleaning up resume right now. Or cleaning up resume sort of land. I'll probably start applying like Friday, I think. Yeah. I don't even want to think about doing LeetCode. That scares me a lot. That's not gonna be fun. Multi-set discrimination. What is happening here? Oh man. So what is the I don't think it like, is there like an artifact maybe I can look at? No. Great. That's not helpful. Grr. Combine hashes. 3 hashes. Or multiple hashes. Yeah, this is scary. Hash combine. What a comment. That's pretty funny. Yeah, we should. What is the best way to combine multiple hashes? Is there anything interesting here? Let's make this dark mode. Sure, so that makes sense. We just do that. Yeah, so that's like what I want, at least. Hash then XOR is bad. Yeah, okay. So then... Concatenation. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, that should work. But then we have like this problem. Oh, I see. Sure. That's difficult. Oh, yeah, that is a problem. Serialization. So we do that. I see. Okay, well, this is gonna be awful. This is gonna be so awful. I think we're just gonna have to like do some like crazy string hashing shit, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna need to figure this out. How the hell do we generate a hash? I guess we could just use that as like the number, right? We don't need 2 tables then if we're doing it that way. Right, so... no, we do need 2 we do need 2 tables, but we can simplify it a little bit. C++ hash std hash. Oh god, that's not readable. Why is it so small? So what even, is this even useful for us, std hash, or do we just want to like make a thing for it? I think we should just like make a, we should just make a type, right? So let's make a thing. And then we'll do like class, or we should probably make like a GVN hash thing. And then we can use that as well in there. I don't know what this should look like. I don't know if we even want it to be a class. I think we could get away with just making uint64 on it. and just like pray that everything is fine. I don't know. I don't know how to design hashes. This is like really scary. So what is the C++ hash thing? I guess we could just like hash the string and that would be fine. Right, we might want to do that. So can we just like std hash string? Is that a thing? And then what else is here? This really sucks. Alright, we'll figure this out next time. Let's just leave it at this. Hash hell. GVN whip day 221. 221? 221. Yeah, let's just push. We'll just call it a day here. I'm tired, so we're calling the stream here. Thank you all so much for showing up today. There's a lot of thinking that to be done and currently being done. If you like the stream, like the stream. If you like the channel, sub to the channel. Check out the description. My Discord community is linked there. You should join it. You get pinged there when I go live, and you can stay connected with everyone else. It's very nice. There's a bunch of other goodies down there. You should add me on those, or don't. It's up to you. I'm gonna go eat some more food now. Take care, y'all. Take it easy, and I will see you all tomorrow.